Hello, welcome to the channel, Queef Gang represent. Today I'll be showing you how Kimj makes beats for Nate Sib, okay? If you're not tapped in, you don't know who they are, Nate Sib is closely related to 2 Hollis, okay? He's been blowing up recently. He's an artist you should check out.
Racks in the basement, skips in the basement, you know I'ma face it. I'll keep being patient, I'll just be here waiting until I'm famous.
It's like a mix of EDM, hip-hop, rap, trap, whatever you call it. So this is what I cooked up. Okay, so I started off chopping up this sample. K-pop song. Shout out Korea. So I pretty much just dragged that straight into Slice X. Pretty sure I hit medium auto slicing right here. And then it just automatically set these chops up for me where it sees the transients. Chopped it up. What Kimj really likes to use in a lot of his productions is a beautiful, deep piano. But for this beat, I just used a light, nice little soft piano. Here's it without any effects. So for this piano, I added some crystallizer for some nice glitter. That little reverse effect right there. Then I added some stereo enhancer, delayed the right signal by a little bit, and then this fruity balance I used because I wanted to immediately cut the volume right here before it drops into the beat, so I don't have any piano residue leading into the beat drop. So that together sounds like this. Then I added this vocal chord. How did I make that, you say? Okay, so I started off with just this sample of a straight vocal tone. And then I put a pitch monster, okay? This plugin is super crazy. It has a lot of amazing presets. I used the jazzy chord preset, and I turned it into MIDI mode. And then I went into the settings here. I pretty much turned this into a vocoder. So input MIDI port 1, then I opened a new channel called MIDI out. Then here I drew in some chords, beautiful 7th, 9th, whatever they're called. And the mix is at 26% wet, so you could still hear the original vocal tone. And that together. Now, time for the real meat, the sauce. Number one Kimj ingredient has got to be the thick EDM bass. So I'm gonna break that down for you how I made it. So here we got 2 bass layers, okay? One of them is a preset from Spire, GOAT plugin called Oxygen. So let's listen to it without any effects. It's a nice, fat, plucky bass, okay? I like the tone, but I needed more pluckiness. So for the effects, I added Camel Crusher to just distort it more. Then I added a transient shaper just to turn up the attack a little bit, okay? Because I need that punchiness. I need that punchiness in the bass. Dum, dum, dum. Then I added the soft clipper so I could squish it down a little bit. Then with that low bass, I added a mid-ranged bass. Without effect, sounds like this. Preset from Serum in the bass folder called Feed the Mouse, okay? In reference to deadmau5. So for the effects, I added DS10 drum shaper, transient shaper. So I turned up the attack, lowered the sustain. Added some EQ to cut out the lows to make room for the other bass. And then the fruity limiter. And that together Next, we'll go over this plucky, bassy sound, which complements the bass very well. So this is a preset from Spire called Moonshine. So let's listen to it without any effects. Okay, sounds like a pretty dry little plucky pluck, but we gotta beef it up. Added some Decapitator, amazing plugin, best distortion plugin of all time. Thick, mild crunch preset. Then I added some micro shift, delays the left and right signal a little bit, and adds that width. Then I cut out the lowest of the low so it doesn't clash with the low bass. And I feel like that is really what makes this beat special. For the drums, that fast. The sauce for the hi-hat's gotta be the velocity. You wanna add some life to your instruments. For the hi-hats, I just added a pan man, which pans around the sound left and right, like, and then also a limiter. Compress it down a little bit, but I just had an idea. I'm gonna add a fast distortion on it. Makes it sound so much crispy. Everything else for the drums, kick, snare, and clap. I added the snares in that pattern because I believe it fits the hi-hats very well. Just a little bit of bounce to get with it. Also, I forgot to mention, when the beat drops, I add a plugin to the sample chops called Thermal by Output. It's a distortion plugin, but you can also use it for so many other things. The presets are amazing. I use this preset called Into Eights. Chops it up into like, You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that just goes super well with the beat. And that is pretty much it, Queef Gang. Till next time.